Welcome to my 7th vlog. I am speed painting here of a mental purge, so to speak, when I feel really out of sorts, when I find that I'm dissociating more so than not. I like to paint on canvas that can be easily covered over again to regain some level-headed grounding. This is probably an art piece of myself surrounded by ancestors. I didn't think too deeply on it, but the undertone was definitely there while brushstroking. So this here is not forever, it will be painted over back to its original background, but I trust in showing you this. To me, it remains in the layers of the canvas anyway, so whatever is painted over top will have to have intention as to whether it will be to sell or to keep. And if I was to sell, then to who? Look at this beautiful bag. They hand make these. They hand make these bags for your things to take home. I'm so in awe of this. It's so cute. I had far too much fun in the store, if that is even possible. It took nearly 2 hours, maybe even 3 at most, for me to get out of it. But I've got some nice things to show for it. So I can't think of a better way to have spent my day, really. The woman in the store who sold me these things actually told me that this camera was the first camera that she ever had and owned as a child, and because I didn't want to ask her how old she was, I waited until I got home to look up the year. But this style of camera was made between the 1960s to 1970, so I'm really impressed that I found a really quite vintage camera. I thought maybe this would be like a late 80s camera just from a guess. This is a 1940s hairbrush, and when I say that I could not leave the store until I walked out with one of these, you best believe I walked back and forth because truly I don't see myself actually using it, but for some reason I could not leave without knowing that I owned one. I have no idea how old this is or if it's been newly made to replicate something old, but this is just like a throw over, has pockets, an apron situation. I got this to wear whilst painting with Willow, my 10-month-old, and I'm really excited to actually get it really messy and cover it in paint. And the last thing I got were these two bunnies, which I were told were from the 70s, but maybe perhaps they were made recently to replica that of a 70s bunny doll. My poster just fell down and I keep going to drop the camera. So I hope these items and the life they have and lived and all of that feel welcomed here. I welcomed you from the moment that I decided to bring you home with me. I know I'm at peace and I know you took my poster off the wall, but the peace feels mutual. I've got around to trying my letter stamps from my stationery haul by packaging up a friend's birthday gift, and I wanted to put this in the vlog as a note to myself that this could potentially be a very good way to package product if I am able to get a stamp with the ink water resistant. My best friend in the whole entire world has been crafty. She made me these demo type creations and she's gifted me a bath bomb, a soap and a candle. These all smell 11 out of 10. What can I say? I'm friends with a wonderful woman. You best believe if she ever picks up a business with this that you will be knowing about it. The name on the candle is so freaking sweet. Well, actually, I've been trying to not call things sweet since I gave up sugar. I realize how ingrained our language is to putting sugar on this incredible pedestal when really it is beyond horrible with what it does. So the name is not sweet, It's anti-inflammatory. It's not sweet, it's anti-inflammatory. I'm loving the amount of packages I receive that come with flowers. My collection on my desk, scattering everywhere, is growing so bold. It is so good. I posted an art haul a while ago, maybe a month or two, and this was meant to be a part of it, but it got lost in the post, and I was so devastated because this is probably the most incredible artist that I've ever laid eyes on, and I was especially excited to put it in the art haul a few months back because I was really trying to focus on local artists, moldy artists, and the moldy art that Izzy puts forward for people is just incredible. But after getting in touch with Izzy and being really upset that my package didn't come, she was so kind to send it again, and so here we have it, and we're able to see it now, and I'm able to share because this is a really phenomenal artist and she deserves a lot of love. This is actually one of my favorite pieces of art that I have ever set eyes on in my entire life. It's called Hene Te Whare Atua, Goddess of Forest Mushrooms. And I have here a quote from Izzy about this piece. Her mana is in the rotting bracken of the forest floor. She feeds off the decay of Tane Mahuta's roots and keeps them healthy. As always, artists are linked, everything's linked below. I love how my vlogs sometimes turn into just appreciation. I was manifesting somewhat 3 years ago of a flow arts festival here in New Zealand that revolves all around the flow arts, the props, where people can learn, family friendly, and I'm so happy to be able to say that I direct and run an entire ordeal like that. And I'm drawing up the new logo, and it's borderline from the original one, which was not green and had no leaves. It was very red and very fire driven, but this year I am enjoying turning everything green. These are the old for context. I've been meaning to do a garden update, though this here is not my doing. This is incredible work done by my partner's stepdad. We just come out here and smell the herbs. Oh, it is a double. Yes. We live in such a beautiful place here. We've got plans for a glass house over there at the back, and we just got this incredible pink wheelbarrow. I run a hoop class here in Dunedin with Dancers Anonymous, who also put on a glow night every Friday, And it was such an amazing time to be able to connect with another mother who is really passionate about the same thing as I am and has let me put on a class here. It's really special. I share the class with my friend Lindsay, who is a phenomenal hooper, and she does all the on-body hooping while I teach all of the off-body hooping. We're currently on a casual walk in my friend's backyard to go and see her waterfall. Yes, her waterfall.
At the waterholes is like the cleanest water.
You know, I wish that I could say that this is just your typical New Zealand. Everyone's got waterfalls, everyone has full-blown forests in their backyard, but this is impressive even to New Zealand standards.
Wow, that was cool. You. And here we have the biggest fennel in the world. That fennel makes me real happy. Oh.
I spent 2.5 weeks sugar-free, and it was a really intense process coming off of it. And I think if I am to do it again, which I know that I will be, because even though I've had some sugar now, I definitely do not have 90% as much as I used to. I will document the entire process, because I think showing the side effects and actually talking about how crap sugar is for you is actually really important. How we dedicate entire festivities around sugar, Halloween, Easter. I mentioned before about the language when we say, "You're so sweet, that's so sweet, thank you, honey." The more I think about this stuff, the more crazy it seems. We are a sugar-fueled nation, and I don't like it. Stay tuned and thank you for enjoying this video.